Yeah.
I believe so.
He was there?
He was.
Oh.
Yeah, you're just going to have to remember. That's what the recap is for.
Mm-hmm.
Memories.
No cats.
Sorry.
Hey, we got another awesome episode of Splash Pages. We're going to get it running. Here we go.
Is the one obvious thing.
Hey, we are back from Terrificon. This is going to be a lot of fun, and we have a special guest. We're going to be telling a lot of stories from the weekend, but without further ado, here we go. Kari.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? Yeah, we're back from Terrificon. I'm dying, and there's a chance that this little shit stole Brian Azzarella's wallet. I'm not sure. I don't know. So.
What is that noise? Is that me?
I know.
Yes, that was you.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry. Hey, everybody. It's Tuesday night. I'm freaking tired. I feel like Drew. I wish I had like some place to just lay down for the show.
Could you give me your glasses?
That would be swell.
I meant to use this, but...
Mr. Drew.
I just don't like how everybody's trying to steal my vibe now. I show up, I'm wearing my new official Terrificon shirt, you know, this black and white beauty, and everybody's all tired and exhausted and whatnot. And I'm not going to lie, I could use, 18 more hours of rest. But, and I'm still here. I just think we all just wish we had the fortitude and the strength and just the chill of our guest who's joining us. We saw him 3 days straight this weekend. So, one more would have been a bingo card. The ever chill Joe St. Pierre.
Oh, hey guys, what's up? I was drinking out of my new shark mug.
There you go.
Good thing there's nothing in it, actually in it.
Nice one, Bruce. There you go. Good seeing you, man. So
good to see you. Thanks for having me on.
Well,
so cool.
Well, we figured, it's been a minute, Joe, and we figured what's the most low-key, chill show we could do. It was like after Terrificon, because you can just campfire con stories and just chill. Because I will start with, I saw one story that I thought was totally boss that involved you, Joe, which was, I think it was Philip Kennedy Johnson's family. His wife came over and was just talking about how her son had been geeking out over your Spider-Man stuff like the whole weekend and was just so excited to just meet you and just be like, yo,
Yeah, you were there. That was at the very end of the show on Sunday. You were there witnessing that?
Yeah, because I was me and Jar were at the other end of your row interviewing Terry Dotson. So, yeah, man, it's all connected.
Yeah, my new friend Anders. He's like, I love Spider-Man. I always have my whole life. And he's like 10.
The Johnsons are our new favorite friend family. Going on here.
What a great bunch of people. It was very nice to meet them.
They totally were. They're very accommodating. I mean, they love Kari now. That's like Kari's goal is, as always, how can I not just meet my heroes, but how can I make them my new BFFs? And Kari does it the way that we get fans of the show at Terrificon. Bribery, aka free shit. So
well done.
Kari does it with paying attention to what you like or something you did and finding some sort of use for it. Me, Jar, and Leo do it the old-fashioned way. Candy.
Like this.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm suspicious.
I've never seen somebody more hesitant behind a mask to unwrap a gift. You were like, you got us something? You're like,
it's a bomb.
Yeah, that's right. You were like, what the hell is this? You didn't get me an actual spider's nest, right?
Is this some kind of Dorkening splash page trick of some kind?
Yeah.
That you're going to get on camera?
Pretty much.
But it was so cool. I love it.
Yeah, man. Well, because
I
think Kari was like, oh, hey, like you worked on a project that involved the shark. Here's the shark mug. Yo, what's up, Angel? Yeah. I and it's so funny because what I love is we would always come back and we're like, oh, we got this done, and Leo would just be sitting there, Leo, magnificent Hawaiian shirt, glasses, red hair. And he's just like, we just tell him, and his response is always the same. Oh, wait, I feel like I should have glasses on. The best mimic that they got.
You
like
do
just
Leo impression. This is
just like, oh wow, yeah, good. Wow, nice. Like, oh, that's all. No.
Except for that one time when he said, "Hey, you're on the shit list."
Yep.
Oh, yep. Right. That is true. No. The thing that he always said is just, "Oh, that's awesome." That's the Leo response. Like, you did good. But yes, me and Jar did end up on the shit list, and I've never been more terrified in my life.
Nice.
I was
explain what happened. Like, I
don't even remember what we did.
Dennis, we're all dying.
Not wandered off. We went to go do interviews.
We went to. Hold on. So what happened was I forgot a critical piece of equipment, and I called my wife. She found it, and she was driving to bring it to us. And she was 5 minutes away. And I asked, since either Jar Jar or Drew can definitely run a lot faster than I can, I asked, can you meet my wife outside? And they go, okay, we'll be right back. My wife was 5 minutes away. They disappeared for half an hour.
Okay. In my defense,
a big place.
In my defense, neither one of us own a watch, and nerds don't care about time. That's why we keep buying throwback books. Okay. So that's why books that go back to like, oh, let's fill in this gap of Chris Claremont's run with this little mini story. That's why they keep selling so well, because nerds are like, oh, it's 1984. Everything is great right now. Sweet. Let's buy this book. But yeah, so point is, Joe, we came back. I think this is the first time I've ever seen Leo like visibly annoyed.
Not that I'd like to see that, but I just find it hard to believe that. Leo,
I know, because he's the jolliest guy. He's the jolliest square in our bingo card. But no, he was. And I was like, so I'm going to buy dinner tonight. And he was like, oh, that's the least you can do. Like he had that ready. He was like, the second I see this man with the white tie, I'm gonna, and I was just like, I got that, and then he just looked at Jar and he was like, "You too," and I'm like, I get threatened. He gets 2 words. I was like, "Fuck you."
I had a rough weekend. He knew this.
Trying
like
to
Jars.
manage everything with these awesome people is like herding cats.
Oh, whoa! Time
We're having a
out.
meeting after this about that.
No. Time out, Technodrone. Okay. You're the one who's just like, well, everybody remembers everything from last year, so let's just have a 10-minute little session about how to use everything, and then we're just gonna go. I was like, who taught you how to do tech? John Hammond? You know? Like, and then it's, well, this battery isn't working, this camera died. And I'm just like, we're like, what do we do? And he's like, oh, you don't remember? And I'm like, we're doomed.
And welcome to the final episode of Splash Pages, everybody. The beams are breaking up right before my eyes.
Oh, yeah, it's like watch it. Listen, Joe, don't worry. This does not mean that makes you the Yoko, okay?
There's no other role for me.
No, you could be, you could be Brian Epstein. He was the 5th Beatle.
Okay.
Give yourself credit, okay? You're not the Yoko.
Yeah.
Even the Yoko just, hey, Dennis, that's not funny, man. Okay. Okay. And if we're going to go out like that, we're going to go out like Breaking Bad on top. So shut up.
Is it Billy Preston, the keyboard guy? I'll be the Billy Preston.
There you go. That's fine. Okay. Play the keys. Make the piano cool before Coldplay ruins it,
Well, hold on a second, Drew. I just want to say, though, totally, though, I have to say everybody totally rocked over the weekend. Kari, Drew, Jar, you guys did awesome coverage. Got some incredible interviews.
Corey Feldman solo.
Get out of here.
I organized all the. I took Monday off and I organized all the assets from over the weekend. There was so much coverage from this weekend. It took me about 8 hours to go through all the footage. It was just insane. Yeah. So definitely well done, everybody.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
My hair is a solid chunk of curled humidity matte going on. I cracked and broke almost every single fingernail. I had to rip some off that had broken down below, like where the nail thing is, so they're just bleeding. I'm just like, I'm home. I walked over 2.5 miles just through airports yesterday getting home.
It was crazy.
I'm just like, I was up for over 27 hours straight.
Where are you?
Yeah.
Nebraska.
I'm in Lincoln. Yeah, so I had to fly in from Omaha, but I had planes getting moved and all this stuff, and I was like, and I just like, by the time I got to my mom's, I'm like, I'm not going to my apartment tonight. I'm going to go in my spare room at your place. I'm leaving my luggage in your truck, and I'm going to bed. And I slept for 15 hours straight, and then started switching baggage over and came home and got right on our news. And I was still finishing up when we got started here.
Yep. And Joe, just for the record, that's not the longest. One time she actually slept 22 hours.
New Zodiac.
Yeah.
22 hours.
Straight.
Thank you, Dennis. Dennis is totally he's hogging your live stream.
Yeah.
He wants attention. Dennis wants attention.
So speaking of new Zodiacs, this weekend, Joe, I think this was the busiest Terrificon ever, because they shut the doors multiple times because we reached capacity.
Nice.
Yeah. So how did you do this weekend?
Yeah, it was probably my best Terrificon ever. Yeah, and I've been doing it for over 10 years.
Wow.
I think every time I passed, you were like doing a commission, you were signing some books, you were talking to people. I was like, man, is he Joe St. Pierre or Joe St. Popular over here? Like, look at this guy.
It was the show's really turning into like Commission Central. Like it was like 90%. Can you do a remark on this? Can you draw me this? Can I get a commission of this?
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty crazy. Yeah. So kept me
Nice.
busy. Thanks to everybody who was part of it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was out there trying to promote my Kickstarter,
Mm-hmm.
and I even convinced a couple people to contribute to the Kickstarter by creating a special reward tier just for them. So like, I want
cool.
2
Wow.
figures with a background and this and that, this size, and I'm like, all right, give me a second. And I go on Kickstarter and I create the tier just for those people, and it worked
yeah.
out. It was pretty good.
That's
awesome.
cool,
Oh,
man.
that's so sweet.
Yeah. So
I've never heard of somebody doing that on a Kickstarter before. That is really fucking cool.
yeah,
Carrie,
man.
tell me what you want. I'll create a Carrie special.
Yo, don't tell her
Oh,
that. She'll-
okay. No, I have one already.
You want another shark mug?
Yo, she was ready.
I will
No,
get you a shark mug.
I will send you a request as soon as we are done with this show, man.
Okay.
I got one ready for you.
Yeah, Joe, she
Okay.
she will, man. You know her.
Okay.
You hold the evidence in your hand.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe you.
I need to say, like, at this con, like, normally I always refer to myself as a secret Santa Claus. Yo, Kari just did that, like, look at me. I am the Santa now. Like, she just had, like, what was it, 6, 7 gifts. I've never seen grown men and women who are just more like, you did, like, whoa, you didn't.
It doesn't happen a lot.
No,
Thank you.
and it's so funny because, you know, like, a lot of the people she gave gifts, like I think we're all a little scared for her because, like, you know, some people might be like, oh, great. Some people are like, the fuck is this? You know, but Kari just knows how to just appeal to these people. And I think Brian Azarillo's reaction was the best. It was like she gives him this thing and she explains how she's paid
What did he-
attention to his
I got
everything. And then he just is like, well, I have to do an interview with you now.
Okay, I did not try to pressure. What I did, I went and I asked him first if I could have an interview. And then after he agreed, I went ahead and he would have gotten the present either way. But it was one of those, I didn't want to be like, hey, I got you something. Now can I have an interview? Because that's kind of a shitty thing to do, you know?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got it. And then I gave him a 6-pack of IPA from the Connecticut area because he's a craft beer like connoisseur.
Oh, okay.
And he just released that new Life with Stephanie Phillips, who is sitting up against, it's the flip book coming from Distillery. And it's like takes place in space. And so there were little spacemen on that craft beer. And I got both him and Stephanie the same one since they both drink craft beer and were sitting beside each other. And then I also got him, it was tiki year. So he got a tiki that was like this little skull that has like a hand sitting on top of the skull cap that goes and sits on top of it because he collects tiki up on, he has like a shelf or a mantelpiece behind him where he collects like fucked up looking tiki figures. I've seen in a couple different interviews. So I was like, boom. And yeah, and he was like, what is this? And he's looking through, and he's kind of like, oh. So he was pretty excited. And he said at one point later that I made the mantle. So
Yeah.
Nice.
Kari is just like, I don't need an Eisner. I'm on Brian Azarillo's mantle. Like,
I know. So every
good.
time you see him doing an interview now, like a podcast interview,
yeah, she's gonna
will be in the back, right?
yeah, she's gonna take a screenshot and circle. Her like, I see you.
Mine.
Mine.
And-
My gift.
I'm trying to think.
And when I did my interview with him, though, he kept being like, I was warned about the squirrel. And he kept like giving this side eye to Red Tusker. And then he accused this poor guy of stealing his wallet.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It's so weird.
It really was. But I will say another great moment was, I think both me and Jar were like I think me, Jar, and I think Kari, so we were all a little intimidated by Ben Percy.
Oh yeah.
Like that man is that's like, honestly,
That's a voice.
I think it's just, you meet him and you just like, he is very fit.
Is that Lionel? Who's that?
No, that's Larry Kenny.
Larry Kenny.
No, but we'll get to that because he had oh my God, Jar's panel with him was hilarious. No, Ben Percy, he he wrote he's been writing X Force. He's been writing Wolverine, and he's doing the Predator versus Marvel stuff.
Nice.
So he did Wolverine versus Predator. He's doing Black Panther versus Predator, and he let us know that there's a third one in the works, which we're going to find out at the end of Predator. But he just got up. He's like, "Hey, how you doing, man? It's really nice to see you." He just talks, and I just was like, the entire time he's talking, like, "Who the fuck do you remind me of?" I'm like, "You remind me of Jason Momoa."
Jason Momoa. I was thinking Tony Todd.
Well, I'm just thinking
Tony
like
Todd,
it's just, hey man, it's really nice to meet you. I'm writing Wolverine, and it's a really great book, and I love it very much, and I'm also a writer.
He could
but we're
play
just doing
Wolverine.
What happened?
Said he could play Wolverine.
I know. I just kept thinking like somewhere there's an alternate version of Ben Percy, and he's chopping wood and living in a cabin, and he's the most content person in the world, off the grid Percy. You know what I mean? No, but he was great, and but I think it was the few times I was like, intimidated. Like I was like, puff out the chest, stand tall, don't break. Oh, I'm breaking. Oh God.
I was just gonna say, speaking of Wolverine, Joe, what was your favorite cosplay from the weekend?
Oh, there were two. My buddy Andy, who I see quite frequently at shows, he was a Star Trek character, like the gold tunic, like the command, like Kirk or Sulu. But he actually had a freaking replica phaser. It was 100% accurate. And I was like, I've never seen one of those. It looked real. It had weight and stuff. And it looked like, there's a piece that comes off the top, and that was all intact and detailed and stuff like that. But there was a guy dressed like Venom who was carrying around two Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like it was a Spider-Man and a Scarlet Spider, I think. And they were...
It was a Miles.
They were like Miles. They were like life-size rag dolls. I was like, that's great. That's great.
Yeah, that's the Venom from the Spider-Man 2, the Insomniac stuff.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I got a photo of that. Yeah, it was great.
I did too. He was great.
I don't know, Carrie. Like, let's go around it. What was everybody's favorites? Carrie?
Cosplayers?
Yeah.
Or give me a second to think, because I have to circulate everyone in my brain.
All right, cool. Carrie, you're thinking
were really good.
There he is. That's the guy. He's pretty good.
Yeah, Carrie, it's fine.
Well, he's buff.
No, that's a suit.
Look at those. He doesn't miss leg day.
That's a suit, Jar.
Look at those quads, right?
Leo, what were any of yours while Carrie's thinking?
Oh, totally. That Deadpool that had the Wolverine skeleton.
Oh yeah. I think I took a photo of him, right?
Yeah. I'll try to find it.
Yeah.
Like Joe, Carl was Marvel Jesus. He was Deadpool and Jesus. That was awesome.
I'm so proud of him. Every year he just kills me with the crossovers, and then he just loves when I show up as Deadpool. He just has the great, and I'm just like, my man, I'm dying slowly. Like, I don't know if you heard, Joe, but that we had on Saturday, we did like a dance mob to the NSYNC, so it was us and a bunch of Deadpools, and we're all doing the bye.
Nice.
By the fourth time, I think we got it.
That was a scene in the movie, I think. Right?
Yeah, it was in the beginning. I
haven't seen the movie yet.
Oh,
feel free to spoil it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That's the Wolverine skeleton. Yeah.
Yep.
So cool.
Oh, it was great. Jar, what about you? Hey. Hey, girl.
Loved seeing you, Mahana. You did so many great. She was one of my favorites, absolutely, and not just because she hung out with her a lot.
Because,
all of her costumes were gorgeous. Yes, there we go.
Nice. I did not see her.
Yes, I loved her.
You might have.
The
she
cheery
did 3
god,
different
right?
ones.
She did one each.
Our biggest
day,
fan.
yeah.
She came. She did.
Holy crap!
She was by each day. Yeah.
That's so. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. No, I did like. I was so. Oh my god! Wait a second. I just remembered.
We loved
It
you.
really was same. Your costumes were great. The
You were
Catwoman,
fabulous.
the bunny the bunny, Deadpool. You know, there's
Bunny
Carl
Deadpool
again.
either.
Carl Baker, yeah.
Yeah,
That's Carl. Yeah.
and Joe, I don't know if you knew, but the head pool actually opened up. Like
I did
it was
not know that.
yeah, it opened up, and he had, I think, like rainbow stickers or something. And I was just like, "Yo, I'm done." Carl, you're a fucking psychopath, but I love you, buddy. Okay, wait a second, guys. I got to tell Joe my costume malfunction.
Is that you?
That's totally me.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see you either. You would have been a
I was
contender.
walking around. You're just so busy because everybody wanted a Spider-Man. You know, everybody
Curse
wanted
those
a
people who
Scarlet
give me
Spider.
money.
Yeah, I know. Oh, don't worry, it's okay. Literally, Leo wins the Oblivious Award. Tom Welling walked past our booth 3 times, and every time he missed it, but me and Jar always caught it.
Okay, hold on. But not only did Tom Welling walk past our booth 3 times, he was mesmerized by our booth. Like he
He did
was like
every time he
staring
looked at it. Well, Leo, you chose red and blue. He's going to be drawn to that. Those are his colors. You can't be Superman.
Can I ask a related question? You guys
Go
have
for it.
like the most primo spot. Like every single person that went to the show went by your table, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
So
had
what's
it.
that like when you see like, I don't know, 40,000? How many people? were there?
Overwhelming. You
40,000?
should, like Saturday night when everybody was leaving, it was like just never ending. Just
We gave out so much candy.
I know. I got some.
I think what I like about it is I feel like you get the first dibs. So you know, if
Sure.
like it's really easy to like pull people aside, like, hey, can I get your photo? Because you know, they're just walking in.
Mhm.
And personally speaking, I also like giving credit to all the cosplayers because sometimes like they're the ones that are like, oh my god, but sometimes there's the kind of obscure ones or the chill ones. And you can kind of tell, like, regardless of what it is, someone put forth the effort to dress like that. And even if you just know who they are, it's really nice to see them perk up when you acknowledge them.
Just recognize them, sure.
Yeah, I was like, what was it? This one girl walked by and she was very nondescript. She was a Kate Bishop, Hawkeye.
Oh, cool.
No.
I didn't see a Kate Bishop.
Yeah. So, but she was very low key, you know, Joe.
Mhm.
But I was like, looking good there, Hawkeye. And she just perked up so much. She just like laughed and was like, thank you. And then just walked off.
And then
And,
she called the police.
I hate you so much. No, you know what I mean? It's just nice when you make someone's day, you know?
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Yeah. So I think it's a really good spot. And hopefully we'll get it again next year.
This is the second year he's given us a spot like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Pretty
even
much
when
every
we
year
did,
I see you guys up there, right?
yeah, I mean, even last year's was, you know, it was a little further up, but it wasn't horrible. You know, it was
Mhm.
closer to the panel doors,
Mhm.
you know. But Jar, Kari, Jeremy, I think I got to tell my Deadpool costume malfunction. The pants.
or no pants.
I don't want to talk about this, Jeremy. This is my story.
Do we need to hear this?
Yeah, no, I think you do. This is pretty.
Okay.
This is pretty funny. We're going to answer that question right after my story. So Joe, I was Deadpool for the whole time. I thought I was going to have time to change, but our panel, we were having stuff, so I literally sat through 2 panels in my Deadpool suit, but I wasn't wearing the mask, so I'm just guy in poo suit with camera. Jar can attest to this. I was sitting in the front row.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice.
So by the panel over, I was like, okay, I need to change out my clothes. So earlier I was just wearing a suit because for some reason I like going to Terrificon wearing suits. It makes me feel
That's
fancy.
how I saw you. Yeah.
Yes, it was the red suit. So I go to the bathroom and there's that long line around it because I guess everybody was waiting in line for like Charlie Cox or Jim Lee or whatever. So I was like, excuse me, guys, I just got to go. And then, of course, someone's like, oh, are you saying you have to go poo? And I'm just like, I was like, uh-huh. The lowest of fruit. Fuck y'all. So I get in there.
That was the Jim Lee line, by the way.
Okay. But I get in there and I'm already facing problems, Joe, because I forget I didn't ask anybody to partially unzip me. So I'm like spinning around trying to get unzipped. And I was like, good Lord, how do women do this with prom dresses? Good God. So at one point I actually fell over. Oh, okay. Right. So I actually fell over. I forgot to tell you guys this. So I actually like turned around and I fell into the door.
Great.
Yeah, so that probably looked a little weird. Poo feet, hearing loud noises. They probably thought something really improper was happening that Disney wouldn't approve. So I finally get out of the thing and I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm putting on the shirt, the black shirt, the red blazer and everything. And then I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, where are my pants? Where are my pants? And I realized I left them in my suitcase back at the booth. And I'm like, well, I can't fucking walk out like this. Like, it's boxer shorts, but it's still boxers. You know what I mean? It'd be worse with tighty whities, like, Peacemaker. But I was just like, so I had to put my onesie on. I have to put my suit on again, half style, kind of like scrunch, like carry myself. And I had to walk back. Like I looked like a magician turning into Winnie the Pooh.
And then you saw Kate Bishop, and then she called the police.
No, she did not. Don't try to manipulate this. Thank you. Oh, I see what you did there. Oh dear. No. So what happened was I got back to the booth. We had Jar. I think Jar was there. Our friend J-Bo and his wife T were there, and they're all like looking at me. Any of that looked like okay. And I was like, don't look at me.
You have a panel to get to.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, don't look at me. I've got to do this thing. Don't look. We're not going to talk about this. I got to get my pants. So I'm literally sitting at the booth and I'm like so tucked under like, level. I'm sitting there and I don't know how I do this. I literally like whisk my suit off, jump into my pants and just like and I just stand up, zip, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to put my shoes on, and we are never talking about this again. Now I think that's J-Bo's wife's best favorite moment of me. Just like, yes, poo stripping.
A veteran in action right there.
Yeah. So lesson learned, kids, know where your pants are.
I'm disappointed you didn't have pants on under the suit.
Joe, I there's always one thing I forget, and it's always after the fact.
Pants.
I do that all the time. Don't you guys?
Yeah, your pants definitely.
Oh,
and of course you didn't take my suggestion. Just Donald Duck it.
You know what? I'm wearing a Winnie the Pooh thing. I'm Donald Ducking it for the last couple of years. So screw you. Yeah. Oh. I don't know. Terrificon was just one big fun blur. I will say I think one of the best things was the after con meal is always my favorite. Just
did Joe go to the after party?
I did not.
I heard Mitch Halleck can dance can rock a mean move.
I saw him on his social media.
Batusi.
He was going at it.
I know.
He was going at that dance floor going out of style.
Like there was a bunch of spiders on it.
We have footage. Let's go to the tape.
No, this is us. This is us the first day after. We're just eating in Leo's basement.
This is Leo's basement. Holy cow.
Yeah, it's really spacious.
I'm moving in.
There you go.
Mahana went to the party.
We should just send her a link and she can come on or something, man. Like, geez.
She should come on.
Just contributing, but not to Dennis.
Not
Dennis.
You're in timeout, Dennis.
This is what happens all the time.
I just moved recently, Joe. We bought our first home, and it's less than 10 minutes away from Mohegan Sun.
Oh, no kidding. Congratulations. And how
Thank you.
convenient.
Yeah.
Indeed. But like I said, it was just really great. Personally speaking, I got to see people I feel like I only ever see at Terrificon. I got to see some people I didn't expect to see. Yeah, and it was great. Had some fun. Interviewing the people we interviewed. Everybody was so chill and a lot of fun. And the panels were a nice way to kind of sit down and not run around anymore.
Yeah.
So
who are we going to see on future episodes that you interviewed? We got Brian Azzarello. How long?
Brian
Kari, I'll let you start. You made the most friends.
Actually, if you go down it row by row, we could tell everybody.
Yeah. Go, Kari.
Okay, everybody that I interviewed said that they would come on the show. I got 5, so I have Philip Kennedy Johnson, Stuart Sager, Jason Aaron, Brian Azzarello, and Stephanie Phillips.
Nice.
I only did one.
Yeah.
So
and Dean Haspiel, because I didn't get to, when we went to him, he was out fanning it. So I wasn't able to get the interview, but he swung by the table as he was leaving. And so we're going to have him on. And I did want to bring up, I remembered my favorite cosplay that I saw, as far as like somebody who put a lot of effort in it, was that Xenomorph Queen with the fully articulated tail and everything that was like handmade.
Where the fuck was that?
It was the crocheted face hugger.
Oh yeah, that I saw.
When they came in, she was having somebody help move her tail and wrap it all around, because it was like everything moved with it. So they had to like set it up and hook it so it just hung just right off of her body. And then she had this giant face hugger that was crocheted. It was so good.
How the hell did I remember? Yo, Gene Ha is one of the most patient, nicest people to interview ever. He is just so grateful, so good humored, has great stories. I could listen to him talking about making top 10 with Alan Moore like all day.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It was so much fun.
Series.
On my end, I really think anyone I interviewed would come back on. Personally speaking, when somebody in an interview with me says, "Oh my God, you really did your research," I was like, "I'm in." They appreciate the hustle.
Yes. I saw you with Terry, because I was like 1, 2 down, I think.
Yeah. And Mark Bagley, Ron Garney, Terry Dodson,
nice.
Gene Ha, Benjamin Percy, Mark Wade. We have this running joke.
Who's that guy?
That's Mark Bagley. Hey,
really?
That's the bag man.
Not the best photo of him.
I hate you so much, Leo. You get the weirdest photos. I literally look like we're doing.
You're looking all coy.
Spider-Man, please. Shit, Jar. I'm kind of forgetting who we interviewed a lot of people.
Yeah.
Aaron Cooter. Yeah, look at that suit, man. I got to bring that back. That was a great suit.
Dude, that is it.
We had Eric
That
Larson banner in Mark Wade's shot the whole time.
I know. Well, Eric wasn't there, so it's fine.
They were right next to each other. It's a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Who else did we? Cully Hamner.
Yeah.
I don't have my list. Right,
Damn.
Aaron Cooter was a great guy. He was really blown away by the research.
Yeah.
I think he was thinking I was going to ask other questions, and he was like, "Oh my God, like you really know your shit." And I'm like, "Thank you. I appreciate
you too."
You
get started in comic books?
Yeah, I did, but I me and Ben Percy. God damn it, Leo. Leo, just take a screenshot next time.
Voice.
Look at the prices on those books. Holy cow. I gotta rework my price.
I just love that image.
Wow. I didn't notice
$80 bucks.
I just looked at the image of Azzarello, with Kari right now, and I just saw him, and he just had that look like I'm too tired for this shit. Like I'm too tired for your nuttiness.
Oh, dude, he was
Like
so
right
much
there,
fun.
like Kari's like, I'm so happy to be here, and Brian's, it was fine. No, but
I thought he
honestly,
was gonna run when he saw Radagast.
Tasker, Jesus
That's
Christ.
what I said.
Jar,
Reddit,
get over here.
Reddit tip.
It's not Madagascar. It's
Ratatouille.
Ratatosker.
Oh, right. And then Dave Johnson was also great to interview.
Yeah.
He kept stopping by our booth. I mean, honestly, remove the photos. Everybody was so stellar and so great.
Yeah, Kyle Starks.
Oh yeah, Kyle Starks. That was our first interview together. Yeah, and then Jar did Joe. I don't know if you know, Jar did 3 panels that Saturday.
Well, Jar told me about his panels.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
Told me how he prepared for each one.
Oh, he did. But
You
he
did
still
not
insisted.
die.
Not
You
at
did
all.
great.
He still insisted he did a horrible job. I was sitting in there, people were laughing.
Oh, I'm
He was
sure he
the
did.
worst.
great.
You know,
I'm
no,
sure
he
great.
did. But Joe, you haven't lived till you've seen a panel, and you're going to see it later. You ever lived a panel where Lion-O is a little, because that was fucking. I didn't
Like
realize. Jar. I'm sorry. I thought he was sipping iced tea.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, Mike Cho. Yeah. Yeah.
That was a good interview. Yeah.
Can you not, Leo? Can you just get a better angle next time? I don't need to look at my reclining hairline.
I did that one already.
I don't care.
Can you just cut like 100 pounds off me real quick? That would be
Oh,
great.
yeah.
No, look at that. I
I
look
was
like a.
I'll wear the.
He's like, who is this guy sitting next to me,
I look like a hipster outlaw.
pretending he's on the bus?
You have your bandana inside out.
Oh shit, I do. Oh, this was a great interview. You know,
Stephanie Phillips.
the Stephanie Phillips. Oh, she
She
was.
is so sweet.
Yeah.
I'm like this Jabba the Hutt because the thing covers my neck, and so I like have none.
Oh,
God, I
you-
do not photograph well at all. I make the worst
Gary,
faces.
don't worry. You look good in the selfies I took.
Good, because
Yeah.
those are just horrible. Like I don't
look-
even know what that face was.
Yeah,
sitting
Jar.
there
I'm
going
sorry.
like, God, my knees hurt.
Tim Seeley looks a little suspicious of you.
Yes.
Jar's
And-
double mic in that one.
Yeah. So no, it was a lot of fun.
He was drawn. Yeah, he was working.
Yeah, but
I went so fast. I was just like, oh, he's busy. He doesn't want to be doing this.
I don't know. It was a lot of fun. I just think that I think that people forget though that like when you're at a con and you're doing interviews and you're recording panels and whatnot, you're working. You know what I mean? Like it's fun,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's still, it's a responsibility. It's kind of like a job. So
Oh, yeah.
you have to space out
Is that Lion-O?
the fun. Yeah.
There
Oh,
he is.
He looks like a Lion-O to me.
he was so freaking funny, man. I mean, he's just so good. Like, I will say this in terms of like animation people are just so pleasant. Like, he's just the nicest guy, and he even shook my hand. He was like, "Oh, thank you for coming." I'm like, "I just recorded the panel, man. Like, you're the Lord of the Thundercats. Thank you." Like,
Yeah.
Although unfortunately, not every moment was stellar.
Al Milgram, I recognize Al Milgram.
Yeah, you got Al, you got Paul, and you got Ralph Macchio.
Ralph.
Yeah.
Paul Kupperberg, yes.
Yeah.
Al linked a couple of my my gigs at Marvel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That was such a fun panel because they started. I can't remember who they were going off on, but it was about the death of comics, the death and rebirth, and they started like bad mouthing somebody. It was hilarious.
Oh.
No, that's just like Kari's panel with Howard Chaykin and Mandy Kahn. Like he went
I'm
in.
scared
like,
of him now.
Yeah, like he just went in. He just went full old school. Get off my lawn, Marvel.
Yeah.
Like, look at that.
Yeah,
He
right
was
there.
shaking. Yeah. He's
Yeah,
kinda
he
was-
ornery.
Oh, I got.
But is the
They just started
ornery
talking.
Is the ornery
It's
genuine,
an
or is it like his persona kind of?
Both.
It's definitely
It's both.
a lot of the persona. He hates when people ask him about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, ask him about Lord of the Rings more.
Okay.
I think the other thing though, Joe, that's always disappointing is there's always, I don't want to say the bad apples, but there's always people who just don't know how to behave, and it's either they're so entitled or they feel that they have to share your opinion with somebody like we're doing our best to cover as many panels as we can, but a few don't make the cut. Leo got yelled at by somebody because we didn't cover a panel.
All right, I've had it. Who's yelling at Leo?
I know, right?
Somebody
Leo,
got
Leo,
upset.
tell the
I'm
story.
getting in my car right now. I'm going to run them over. Nobody
Yeah.
yells at Leo and gets away with it.
Oh,
Give me
don't worry.
names and addresses.
Well, Joe, if
It
you're
was-
coming in from New York, pick me up. I'll bring the snacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bust
it-
Leo Pond and gets away with it.
Yeah, that's why his name is Pond, because that's where we bury,
That's where all the bodies go after
Yeah.
we run over them 2 or 3 times.
it's like the underworld. There's always room for one more.
Unacceptable. Send me names.
No, Leo, seriously, I can't believe, was it right? Why didn't you cover this one panel? Like,
Yeah,
it was great.
She wasn't yelling, but she was very upset that we were not at the punk rock panel covering it.
That was-
yeah.
It's
She
not
must have
comic
thought we-
books, lady. Sorry, that
Yeah.
doesn't really go in our cup.
It wasn't even that's Friday at 4:00 when the panel started.
Was it?
Yeah, that was. Remember, they had 2. One, I was in the main room because they were doing C. Thomas Howell, right? And then they doing that, and then Jar. The next one was Daphne Zuniga.
Yeah,
That's the one you covered from Spaceballs.
it was good.
Oh.
Yeah, thank
We're
you.
so
No,
happy to meet you.
yeah, I'm so sorry. Like, it was already great meeting you, and then I now realize even more who you are. Now I feel like I should have given you a Diet Coke or a water. Would have been like, here, thank you. The least we
did.
can do. Now get out. And then Joe, you thought that was stupid. That someone yelled at Leo because
Well, now I'm in full screen, so you got
yeah, go
the whole shark attack.
exactly. G'day, Bruce. And Leo, didn't someone yell at you because they wanted you to move your camera?
Well, it was actually right after the woman that got upset with me because we didn't cover the punk rock panel.
Right.
I was setting up, and somebody came from behind me, telling me to lower the camera so that other people could see.
But there's so many other
know
seats.
who we are.
Send the names over.
Yes, it is a
We're
proper
wrapping up
shark
my
mug.
call.
Many children died on a float to make sure that could.
Okay.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
You know,
That's
You know, it
straight
always
from
has to move
Indonesia.
too. It must be constantly drinking like a real
Yeah.
shark.
Ba-da-ba-da.
Yes, and now that it'll be an eventual pencil mug, Joe must be constantly drawing.
It must be constantly full of pencils.
Yes,
What are you
yes,
going through?
she was upset because we didn't cover a panel, and the other one was really dedicated to that seat, and because Leo had a camera in that line of vision, you know what, Leo, you know what your mistake was? You didn't do
What's
the cardinal rule. You didn't call dibs. If you called dibs, she would have backed off because that's what the rule of
That's
dibs is.
mine.
okay.
Yeah, next time you just gotta clear your seat and say dibs. And if somebody argues with it, you just say, "Hey, I called dibs."
My problem is I know I'm way too nice. I need to stop that.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but that's like saying that Kari needs to stop fangirling, or Jar has to stop being so deep voiced, or I have to stop being sarcastic. Like, some things just aren't in our nature. We are who
Don't
we
go
are.
changing. Don't go changing.
Yeah, don't go change
You're
it.
the best.
Don't go breaking my heart.
Get out.
Just poke one of us and we'll be like, oh, excuse me, what? Hold on. I'm
Yeah.
on my way to go get Joe. Joe is going to have some words with this woman for you.
Listen,
Ma'am,
Listen.
come with me. Come with me.
Listen.
I'm escorting you over. No.
I'll meet you
Come
in the
with me.
parking lot where I will
Yeah,
back up
listen.
over you.
Yeah, we'll meet you in the parking lot, 4th level.
That's right.
Okay, the closest we can get to throwing you off.
I'll do Steve McQueen all over you. I'll
Yeah,
just
man.
drive my car right out of the 4th level with you underneath.
Exactly. Or we'll do this. We'll do the Splash
True
Pages version.
Massachusetts fashion.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
2 times.
Well-
Speaking of cars, Joe, when did you check in? When did you get to the Terrificon? Was it Thursday or Friday?
Oh, it was Friday morning. Yeah,
Friday
early
morning.
Friday morning.
Did you have to do the drive-through check-in for the
Oh,
to
no.
get in?
I'm gonna say no.
He didn't.
Oh, okay. So
They wouldn't
Yeah.
let me in there's a parking lot directly behind the bay there. They wouldn't let me in there. I used to go in there on the regular. I'm not sure why that happened.
you had that was a cluster. You had to go to a different parking lot to do a drive-through check-in, and then they would let you into that parking lot.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay.
I waited in line for more than 2 hours on Thursday
For the check-in. Okay.
for the check-in. So it was messed up. They had a line of cars. It was drive-through check-in. They're only letting a handful through at a time. So they'd like pick, 8 people, check them in, let them to the bay, and then let them unload. And then when they were done, they'd do the next 8. So it took forever. It was insane.
Yeah, that sounds pretty sucky.
Yeah.
Totally.
It like I said, every con has its pros and cons, no pun
Yeah.
intended. But Terrificon is always been a solid, and I think that's why it's one of our favorites. It's just Mitch really, really works hard to make it a great experience for everyone, and it's just like I said, it's growing bigger every year. I swear it gets bigger and bigger, but it still has that homely small con feel,
Mitch gets plenty of praise from me because he's a fan of comics, so I think that's where all this comes from, and
Mhm.
he respects the comic creators and gives them their proper space, and he gives us 6 feet tables instead of 3-foot tables. He someone was going around each day with like sandwiches and stuff and water, and I was like, oh wow, it's the little measures like that. What do you think? You don't have to haul your butt all the way to the casino to get something to eat. How convenient. So I appreciate that. He respects the creator, and he should get praise for that.
Poor Keith Champagne kept getting skipped with the turkey sandwich thing. I was like, walked over to check him, and are you hydrated? Do you need anything? Do you want a Diet Coke? Do you want water? He's like, I'll take a Diet Coke. And I'm like,
champagne. I missed the champagne
like,
cart. But
no, Keith Champagne was just like, he's like,
Keith
what I
Champagne.
want. Yes, Keith Champagne. No, he was sitting there. He was like the turkey sandwich cart. It keeps skipping me. Every time it comes by, I'm in the commission, or else I think it just doesn't go by me. I see it over there, and then it doesn't come down here. And I'm like, I don't have a turkey sandwich on me, but I'll try.
We need a bell like the ice cream man, so the sandwiches are coming.
Yeah. No,
Keith and I have a Kickstarter. We both have our Kickstarters rolling out right now.
Yeah.
And we have a special crossover special. If you contribute to both Keith's Kickstarter and mine, you get special gifts if you send us the code. So check out the social media.
Well, Joe, shut up and take Kari's money.
So how are you going to do me at getting the picture commission special thing from you with adding on to Keith's?
Oh, it's not difficult. It's really not. So
Kari,
we can work all that out.
Yeah, Joe, you're going to regret those words. I can tell the way Kari dropped her face. It was like, oh.
I want my book to get funded because I like it and it deserves to be funded. So I'll come and paint your house.
Well, let's talk about the new book, Joe. Pisces.
Yeah. Tell us about it.
12 characters who can channel the cosmic energies of the zodiac. It's like my Marvel universe. And the first character was the Aquarius, and so this one that's currently on Kickstarter is called the New Zodiac's Pisces #1. The character's name is Cricket, and her stories kind of satisfy my urge to explore, what happens after you die and horror, and with a little sprinkling of sci-fi here and there and stuff like that. So she's awesome. Want to see some artwork? Always let the art speak.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
When are we never going to see the artwork?
I had some of this at the at Terrificon.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
perfect.
it was fucking dope, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
nice.
great stuff, man. It's very cool.
I-
So
what
she's
What kind of
like a
villains do you have her
Ghostbuster.
going up against?
Yeah, love that. I swear, you, Joe, and a couple of other artists are always on my list where I was like, yo, I got to get a better job so I can afford a commission or some pages. You
My
know?
wife's getting a commission off of Joe.
That's right. We need your wife needs to send me some details, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
This one got a lot of praise and attention. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. This one right here. Excuse me 1 second while I move my.
That's all the
earbuds.
original pages.
This is the original art in the portfolio. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
You
That's
can
amazing.
explore the idea when you pass away, whatever psychic energy, we call it a soul or just some kind of psychic energy. It doesn't have to manifest as human, it's all very malleable and can reflect your state of mind at the time you pass.
Very
So
cool.
That's the idea.
That's
And
dope,
this is-
man.
This is Cricket right here. Where is she?
I know I've said it before,
No,
Joe, but
over.
your art is friggin' amazing.
Mhm.
Thank you, bud. I appreciate that.
Mhm.
So I don't want to
Yeah.
give away too much.
Nah.
But there
No.
will be 2 stories featuring Cricket. And then because I've had an Aquarius book already, I want to continue that character's story as well.
Right.
So we got an 8-page backup story with the Aquarius character as well. So as I roll out each one, hopefully each character that has been previously debuted will get a little backup something. I have a team up plan between the Aquarius and the Cricket character and stuff like that. So yes, it's a Kickstarter, Mahana. You can just go on Kickstarter.com. It's probably the easiest thing to do, and then type in
We don't have the link
Zodiacs.
up above.
Zodiacs. Do you have the link? I can grab it if you need
I
it.
thought we should have the link up above or down below,
We
don't we?
have the Astro Inc. link. Can you get there from there, or
Oh,
No, unfortunately, I
That's
haven't had a
ridiculous.
chance to link the Kickstarter to my website yet. It's a full-time job.
we're dropping the
Hold on,
ball
I'll get
on
it.
this one.
Keith gave me a Bitly kind of link to, and I haven't had a
Oh.
chance to do that either. I haven't
Oh,
had
boy.
a chance to put that. Let's do this.
Okay. Well,
oh, I got it.
he's got
Oh,
it.
you got it? Okay.
He's got
Thank
it.
you,
We
Leo.
all got it.
He's got it.
I'm the only one who doesn't.
No. Big money, big money, big money.
Is
Okay,
this
I
it?
just put it in the chat.
Cool. I think this might be it too. I don't know if that means it. Yes, there I am.
There you go.
And look, I got a backer today. That's awesome. Sweet. Thank you,
Hey,
whoever you are.
thank you. Support Joe.
Yes, and we're almost there. We're 3/4 and we're not even a week in. It would be awesome if we can meet the goal within a week. 'cause
Yeah.
I have many cool stretch goals planned as well. And like I said, Keith Champagne's Kickstarter is ending in a day or two. So we
Mhm.
have this crossover special. If you use the phrase new Paniacs after you've contributed to both, you get special prizes, special
Nice.
extras.
Neat.
That's
Yes,
very
fun
cool
stuff.
to connect the Kickstarters. That's a smart idea.
Yeah, we're all buds, and we're all trying to make our things happen. So why not, right?
Right.
And
We
Keith's
had
okay.
him
I
on
like
2 weeks ago, right?
you had Keith on.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
2 weeks
Look
ago.
at that, and he didn't mention me once, did he?
No, he did
No.
not.
No.
No, partnership over.
It's
No,
done. We're done.
Son of
Never
a-
mind about that crossover stuff.
no discount.
We put off this question a little bit, but Mahana had been wondering what the next con everybody was going to be at was, and will it be?
No.
That's a good question.
I think for us right now, we're at a one and done kind of thing. In the past, we've been very good. In the past, we liked going to Rhode Island. We didn't go last year because we figured with the writer's strike that nobody would talk about nothing. And we just didn't want to spend that money to be there just to hang out when we could do that for a limited budget for free.
At Leo's new house.
Yeah, I know. Well, also, it was good to go there because my wife used to work for Marriott, and I used to get a really great rate at the
Nice.
hotel at the other end of the mall. But
Nice.
she no longer works there. She left Marriott and got a much better job. So it's
Much better job.
I can't say where. It's secret.
NASA.
The CIA, huh? Okay.
Yeah, man.
Heard of Secret Service.
We tell you more about
I
Sci-Fi.
will be at both shows if you're interested.
Oh, nice.
Good job.
There you go. Yeah, and I hear the lineup for this year's Rhode Island is supposed to be really good. So, hopefully you get some good commissions, Joe.
You never know. Rhode Island, I've been doing Rhode Island probably as much as I've been doing Terrificon. And, that kind of started off as, very celebrity centric. And I still consider it a celebrity driven show. But
It is.
But I think there's enough people in Rhode Island that like me now that last year's Rhode Island show was my best ever also.
Oh, good.
So I like the guys at Rhode Island.
They like you, Joe. They really
Yes.
like you.
They really like me.
So we're coming up on an hour. So what's the best way for people to reach you? Keep an eye on what you're working on. Contribute to the Kickstarter.
Yeah,
Harry.
you can go to I think joestpierre.com works, or my company publishing name is Astronaut Inc. INK.com. The social media links are on the website. I just haven't had a chance to put the Kickstarter link up on the website yet, but you can find me on Instagram, Facebook links, Twitter links, that kind of stuff, or X, whatever you call it.
Mhm.
That's all on my website.
Okay.
Are you on Blue Sky?
Am I on Blue Sky? I do have an account on Blue Sky, but I don't get any traction on Blue Sky. Do you?
We're getting a little bit.
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
Yeah, I need to start posting more though. It's
the next big thing.
There's
Oh.
another one too that I joined. What was it called? It begins with an M. Oh yeah,
Oh,
Threads. No traction on Threads, but
No,
better than
yeah.
the others.
Yeah, the new one. Yeah, what is it, Joe? It's specifically for artists, right?
Yeah, it's called Cara, Cara.
Yeah.
I started an account. I posted twice, and I'm like, I don't have the bandwidth for this. It's like posting in 9 different places. I
Yeah.
just
Oh,
can't handle it.
Mahana pledge to your.
Are you kidding me?
Yep.
Mahana, extra special gift for you. Thank
Hey.
you very much.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate that very much.
We friends support friends.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
And you'll totally dig the book too.
Yeah,
For
totally.
sure.
Joe's work rarely disappoints.
Guaranteed. It's
Mhm.
always my job to get better each time. So, every once in a while I'll surprise myself and I'll be like, hey, this is pretty good. So I did that a few times in this story. So I think you guys will connect to it.
All right, sweet. We look
Great.
forward to reading more of it.
All right.
Well, thanks so much Well, thanks so much for coming on, Joe. We really appreciate this. It was really great
Always fun.
seeing you last weekend. We look forward to next time. Stay in touch. Let us know. When you have another Kickstarter launch, we'll always share it on our network and support and shit. And I don't know, keep on keeping on, my man.
You guys are the best. I appreciate your time very much. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, we appreciate
course.
Thanks for
appreciate
coming.
you, Joe.
Now
Thank
I
you.
gotta tune in. I gotta tune in tomorrow to watch the news on YouTube. Is that how it goes? You post this tomorrow?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
It'll be live, and then after it goes live, I chop it up afterwards.
Oh, you chop it up. Okay.
It's all
Good to-
happening right now.
Yeah.
Right.
The
now.
chopping is happening.
No, not the chopping. The show.
Chompening.
The chomping.
Yes.
Independent creators, we're all in this together.
Yeah.
Couldn't have said it better, and neither could Jaws Jr.
Yeah.
I've said it better.
I'm done. I can't. I'm done. All right.
All right. Good
Okay,
night.
I'm done.
Good night, everybody.
Awesome.
He's got a
Yeah,
crack
there's
in
your
his
He's
fan.
eyeing that squirrel. This guy's eyeing your squirrel there.
Dun,
Look at
dun, 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 dun.
Joe, just a
All right.
reminder that if you hit the leave studio button, it'll bring you to an uploads page. If you can leave that on until it finishes uploading your video, because that's how I chop it up. I grab everybody's audio and video separately.
Okay, so
He
I'm
does.
going to click Leave Studio and then.
Yeah, and then
Leave
it'll
it.
prompt you to bring you to a uploads page.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
Sounds great.
And once it's at 100, then you close and walk away.
Okay, sounds great.
Yeah.
Awesome
Thanks
job.
very much.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay.
Have a good night, Joe.
Bye bye.
Have a good night.
Leave
Bye.
and open upload.
There's like a
Jar
45%.
Jar, what are you doing?
There's like a 45% chance
no.
you might mess that up.
I'm Sasquatch.
Oh, he's
feel
actually
like-
fully loaded already. He's got really good
Oh,
internet.
damn. He does. He's got better internet than everybody, including Leo. And Leo's got some stellar internet.
Yeah, I'm just Wi-Fi though because they couldn't wire it directly to my room.
I also need to say this. I feel like if we had a contest, like win a Jar, get your finger out of there.
I'm trying to fix it. I screwed it up by getting.
I feel like
to it.
if we had a contest, like
There it goes.
beyond splash pages for a day, I feel like it would literally be an even battle between Tom Jog and Mahana.
Dun, dun.
I would love to see that battle, that Marvel vs. Capcom battle.
Did
That
Tom
just
Dog
means-
even say hi tonight? I missed
No, he
it.
didn't.
Yeah.
He's clearly deceased.
He said hi.
Still
Yeah,
waiting
he
for
also
him to-
commented on your dead poo.
I'm waiting to see if when he pops up a reaction.
Oh,
Okay, that's fine, Carrie. Ruined
okay,
it.
fine.
All right.
But
I'm a
I do
runner.
have to say, I do have to say, you know, we received a lot of fan support from Terrificon. We're almost up to 550 subscribers on YouTube now.
Jesus.
As compared to what?
Too many fans.
521 when we went in, I think.
We just broke 500 just the other week.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tom's
so
still
it's,
here.
yeah.
Okay, just listen. I'm just telling, making sure, buddy. Just saying. Don't take it personal. There's a lot of periods there. All right, so let's just do the news because I think we all just there's a lot of news today, but I think we're all on my level of exhaustion. So let's blow through the news, say our goodbyes, and I don't know, see you fuckers in a week.
The babies, rub some elbows.
Wow. So that's the way it's going to be, huh?
I know.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
do this.
Da-da-da. Da-da-da.
And then there was Doom. So, spoiler alert, if you didn't read Blood Hunt, it ended with Victor Von Doom, the famous enemy of the Fantastic Four and Latvarian tyrant, being the new Sorcerer Supreme. So, preceding the upcoming One World Under Doom storyline that we'll see in 2025. This October, you will see 21 art covers of Doom defeating some of Marvel's greatest heroes, adorning select Marvel issues throughout October this year. So that's a lot of Doom. Everybody should let Invader Zim know.
Yeah, we do have 11 of them. Do you want to go through each one?
I mean, sure. It's just Doom. That's Doom.
Tom's starting his pledge here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's also Doom.
Deadpool.
That's more Doom.
No, Iron Man's dead.
Well, here's further Doom.
I think that one's kind of cute.
Absolute Doom.
Gwen.
Is that's Spider Boy?
Oh no.
Yeah, that is Spider Boy. Ugh.
I
That's
thought that one was
Storm.
pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, here we go.
Yep. It's just the cameras all over again. X-Men, Wolverine. That's Rogue. That's what? Yeah. Venom.
Uncanny.
Wolverine. That is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. That one's pretty nice. Wow, magic. Oh wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, that
That's
should be the
pretty-
last one.
You
Okay.
believe in magic.
Get out.
Oh.
So, yeah. So, if you liked any of those covers, there are 10 more that are coming. They'll be available throughout October. So, I don't know. Save your money.
Save it.
All right.
Or no, don't. That would be not saving your money. That would
Yeah.
be
Save your money to spend it then. So, next.
Legos.
So, we've already mentioned that Jerry Dugan and Danny Kim are doing West Coast Avengers issue 1. This new team, most notably, apparently seems to be remembered for the fact that they have Ultron amongst their team. They released new variant covers for this book that will be out on sale in November. So you've already seen there, you got the Ben Harvey cover. You got your Yi Hung Lee cover. That's both the regular and the Virgin variant. There's an additional cover by Danny Kim. And then there's, of course, the other variant cover by Gerardo Sandoval.
I think that looks so cool. The way it looks like he has abs and stuff, kind of only in a weird. They're up and down, but you know what I mean. The lines on the armor, the way that the stuff looks like a human body, kind of the corded muscles on the legs, but it's just
No, it is a clever way.
My brain doesn't work.
It is a clever way to basically define quote unquote perfect male. But it just looks like a buff Ultron trying to do his best Doom impression.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And that's a foily.
Yes, that is the special foil variant, which, I mean, gosh, that's gorgeous. I think that's also that's the Ji Young Lee foil variant, which is, look at that, it's gorgeous. So, yep. So if you like any of those, that's on sale in November. So
November.
Yep. Next, please.
No, November.
Nope. No.
I'll be gone till November.
So, as we know, Storm is playing a major role in the Marvel Universe. She's been tapped to join the latest incarnation of the Avengers. She's back on Earth after a lengthy stay on Arakko, aka Marvel's Mars. She is having her own series again in October Storm issue 1, which is already being highlighted as one of the biggest launches of the year. And this is adding to it with a new variant cover by Joelle Jones, showing off Storm and her beautiful. I got to say, that looks fantastic. So, but, Storm, very rarely is a Storm cover anything less than gorgeous, in my opinion.
Yes.
That's what my hair feels like sometimes too.
Yeah. I have stood next to you. It's definitely a Storm over there. Yep. So like I said, that'll be in October. So definitely, if you like what you see, spend that money then. Who needs candy corn? So
Everybody's got a price.
Oh.
Yep.
Who are you gonna call?
Next, please.
Stormbreakers.
Yes. So as we know, every month or two, Marvel's Stormbreakers will have a new theme. This theme is one that I thought even Kari could enjoy. Stormbreakers are focused on the new series around September, The Spirits of Vengeance, which is an ongoing series by Sabir Perzada and artist Sean Damian Hill. So essentially that series, this Stormbreakers are going to highlight a different Ghost Rider from Marvel's history. So right there, you've got the Ghost Rider from 1 million BC, which, yes, everybody, that is a flaming woolly mammoth. And if you have questions, you should ask Jason, our friend Jason Aaron. He's the one who created it.
Burnt hair.
Okay, so my first question is, since it's a flaming woolly mammoth, that means it had to go to hell. What did the woolly mammoth do to get it into hell?
It stepped on one dinosaur.
Not all mammoths go to heaven, damn it.
Okay, cool. You're asking the wrong question, so we're going to move on to the next variant, please.
The answer to that is, with this Ghost Rider, anything he touches can become a ghostified thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anything.
Anything.
So, yeah.
I mean, look at that thing.
I want to say that's Vengeance. Yeah, I think that's
Scarlet Witch.
No, that's not what I'm saying. The Ghost Rider.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's Vengeance. Okay. Although I was like, isn't that Batman? But we're gonna move on. That's Vengeance. That
Run the night.
That is the Cosmic Ghost Rider. That one I know. That's the Frank Castle from a different timeline. So
yeah. Oh, that's the original Ghost Rider.
Yes.
The Western.
Yep, that is the Phantom Rider. Yep. Nice. It's a beautiful cover. That's got to be Johnny Blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kari, that's Robbie Reyes. That's our famous driving a Charger car. That's Kushala. That's the Native American Ghost Rider that they created last year. Beautiful work.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely marvelous. Marvelous.
Of course, Kari's favorite, Danny Ketch.
Yeah, and I think that's the last one.
Yeah, it's the last one. So that's 8 covers. So if you like Kari, enjoy your Ghost Rider, pick your favorite, spend that money, and enjoy Spirits of Vengeance. That's coming out in September this year. So, and I believe there's one more before we conclude Variant Watch, which is tied to an upcoming variant. Upcoming series, The Creature Commandos. So we've already seen that the Creature Commandos first trailer made its debut, I believe it was like San Diego Comic-Con. So that, as we know, will be released in December. So DC is choosing to promote it a different way. So in November, there will be four Creature Commando variants. So you have the variants for Action Comics 1076, Batman Robin 15, World's Finest 33, and Superman 20. That is also in addition to DC's Horror Presents Creature Commando title, which is being written by Polka Dot Man himself, David Dastmalchian.
Yes.
So you've got all of your variants there. So just Leo, just flip through them. Oh, that's great. Oh wow. Nice. I think that was it, right? Yep. So like I said, yeah, it's 4, Leo. So like I said, Creature Commandos will be debuting exclusively on Max in December. So if you like what you saw there, check out the stuff that'll be coming out in DC in November 2024. So
just in time.
Leo, you're muted.
Oh, Leo, we can't hear you.
No, I was going to say the DC cartoons have really been killing it. My Adventures with Superman, the Cape Crusader, but that was on Prime. Kite Man is friggin' hilarious.
I gotta watch.
Got in mixed reviews.
I've got to check that out.
Crusader. I watched it. I enjoyed it, but
I have to. I just need to find the time to sit down and watch something instead of oh, that's great. Well, time to go to something else. 3 weeks later.
I recommend Cape Crusaders. It is awesome. It's you're gonna get negative Nancy's because they're gonna say, "Oh, Batman gone woke" or something like that.
No, Leo.
Everything's gone woke.
Leo.
Yeah,
Leo.
Okay, hold on.
The rule is always you make up your own damn mind. You don't listen. Totally. You take other people's opinions into consideration, but that shouldn't be your defining factor.
I totally agree, but I just responding to Jar Jar where you mentioned mixed reviews. Yeah, a lot of it is just people being stupid. I found it it definitely takes new takes on the stuff, but Batman's journey through the storyline and his personal growth, I absolutely loved it. So
that's good. Leo, let's cue the thing.
Sure. Cue what thing?
Push. Wait, no. Pull the lever, Crunk.
Wrong lever.
Drew's News. Exciting tales, fresh comic views. In the pages, heroes fly, villains plot under the sky. From Gotham's dark to Metropolis views, we cover stories old and new. Drew's News. Your daily source for comic clues. Join the fun, it's a heroic cruise in the world of Drew's Comic News.
Why do we even have that lever?
Welcome back.
Okay, let me let's see.
Nice and quick, guys. Just roll it.
Okay.
Nice and quick. Oh, I don't know if I can do any of this.
Okay, and you're torturing me. This is the first one's me, right?
Yes, it is.
Huh?
Just remember, Leo, if you need me to cover any, I can.
Oh, I should just totally keep me honest. I'm gonna try my best. So I think this is awesome. So if you watched the most recent What If, you'll know who this character is. So from the Marvel Universe, Kahori, the native Mohawk superhero who burst into screens during What If animated series, is making her eagerly anticipated comic book debut. So Marvel just announced that Kahori, Reshaper of Worlds #1. It's a special one-shot comic arriving in stores November 16th. The release is timed perfectly to coincide with Native American Heritage Month, showcasing Marvel's commitment to diverse storytelling. For those unfamiliar with Kahori, she first appeared in What If Season 2, voiced by Reservation Dogs star Devery Jacobs. Her origin involves an alternate reality where the powerful space stone landed in the Hadwasani Confederacy before American colonization. Now, this dimension-hopping hero is crossing over into the main Marvel universe. The story follows Kahori as she chases a mysterious threat from her home in Sky World straight into the heart of New York City's Hell's Kitchen. Expect action, culture shock, and surprise guest appearances from familiar Marvel faces. Hell's Kitchen, I wonder who that would be. Anyway, what's particularly exciting about the release is the creative team behind it. Kahori's co-creator, Ryan Little, he's known for his work on What If and Wolverine, is joined by indigenous creators Arihoni David, author of Who Will Win, and Kelly Lynn D'Angelo, writer for Netflix's Spirit Rangers, both making their Marvel Comics debut. The art is handled by talented illustrators David Cutler, who worked on Marvel's Voices Heritage, and Jim Terry, known for The Crow. The cover is also by the renowned Afua Richardson, celebrated for her work on Black Panther, World of Wakanda. So it's not just another superhero story. It represents Marvel's ongoing efforts to bring diverse characters and creators to the forefront. You can find that November 16th.
I never watched the second season of What If.
I heard it was good.
Oh, the Kahori story. Holy fuck, that's the best one of the whole bunch.
I've heard nothing but good things, and also I know that they are officially spinning off to do Marvel Zombies, so that should be interesting. So, yeah, I've been meaning to catch up myself. I've never watched either season, and I really feel like I just need to sit down and enjoy, and just, like anything, make up my mind. If there's some episodes I'm like,
I enjoyed the first season. I don't know why I didn't watch the second season.
Jar, there's so much content being thrown at us. I think it's when you can digest something new,
Yeah.
Well, I recommend if you can watch the Kahori story on its own. But yeah, definitely watch it.
What's next?
It's very, very touching. Okay, fine. What's next?
Sorry. There's a lot of news now.
Okay.
Carrie.
All right. So November 27th, Hulk is smashing into your local LCS with issue 19 of the current run on Incredible Hulk, which as a legacy run hits number 800. And to celebrate this, Philip Kennedy Johnson and Nick Klein are going ahead with their main story in the arc. When I talked to him at Terrificon, he was telling us that this issue was going to be the one where Hulk fights the eldest. We've been waiting for this to happen in the storyline. Some new things are going to happen with Charlie, the little gal's sidekick, and there's a giant-sized issue that's going to be released. There's a whole bunch of other extra stuff in it. Per Marvel, after a crushing defeat at the hands of the eldest, the Incredible Hulk is a slave, and the return of Mother of Horrors is imminent. Hulk's only hope is a newly resurrected Charlie Tidwell, who takes on the Skinwalkers of Lycana to save Hulk. I'm sorry, I'm tired. But what ancient power did the Skinwalkers awaken within her to bring her back? Can her mysterious new powers give Hulk the edge he needs to defeat both the Skinwalkers and the immortal eldest? We don't know. But yeah, so that's going on. We're also going to get stories by Greg Pak, Benjamin Percy, he of the loquaciously huge booming voice, Torin Gronbach, Jeff Shaw, Lynn Yoshi, and Lan Medina. They're going to be telling us things about She-Hulk, Brawn, Red Hulk, and we're also going to learn about a new Hulk family member that's going to get their own series. This will give you the groundwork to learn about that as well. And don't worry, even though they're finishing up kind of this arc and we're going into a new direction with the Hulk, because he's going to finish some of the monster stuff, we did get word from Philip that he will be sticking around for some time to go. So, yeah. And nice. I am just a jabbering idiot right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hulk, yay. November 27th. Go get it. Lots of stories. Fun time. Carrie tired.
Carrie
Hulk
tired.
smash. Carrie tired.
All right,
Carrie
cool.
crash.
Carrie crash. All right.
Yes.
Carrie say next.
Next.
This is Black Canary, right?
Yes, sir. This is you.
DC Comics is launching a new Black Canary miniseries called Best of the Best. In November 2024, series is written by Tom King and illustrated by Ryan Sook. Story follows Dinah Lance, also known as Black Canary, as she trains intensely to prove herself as the greatest fighter in the DC universe. She faces off against deadly assassin Lady Shiva in a tournament-style competition. Along the way, Dinah seeks guidance and training from some of the DC's top warriors, including Wildcat, Batman, and even her own mother. The series is intended to be a standalone story, not connected to DC's main All-In initiative. Interestingly, writer Tom King revealed that he had previously hidden a Black Canary Easter egg in his earlier miniseries, Mr. Miracle comic.
Wow.
Suggesting he's had this Black Canary story in mind for some time. Overall, it seems like Black Canary Best of the Best will be a high-profile showcase for the character with a creative team known for their acclaimed work, and a premise that pits Dinah against the best fighters in the DC universe. That comes out in November.
November 27th.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Nice. Well, listen, I will say this. Tom King has done really well when left to his own devices with this kind of thing. And Ryan Sook is an amazing artist who we've only ever seen in select stories or short bursts or covers. So to get a miniseries of all of his work, it's going to be gorgeous.
I've read through Mr. Miracle twice. Now I have to read through it again for a third time to catch this little
Easter egg.
Easter egg, yeah.
Well, when you find it, let us know.
I
Leo,
will.
you're muted again.
Sorry. Are you complaining, Jar Jar?
Next.
No,
It's
no, I
such a
was saying I need to read it again.
Next.
Jesus.
Jesus. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
fucking gorgeous, by the way. Look at that artwork. Fuck yeah.
All right.
Neighbor
All
two,
right.
it
You
goes
maniacs. So coming from our latest con friend, Mr. Benjamin Percy, Helverine is continuing on. So as we've already seen, that Ben Percy had a crossover between Wolverine and Ghost Rider in one story that created Helverine, which is supposed to be just a little mini series. To be quite honest, the Weapon of Vengeance storyline was a huge hit. Helverine apparently has continued to be such a hit. I mean, the character's even getting its own action figure, which is such a compliment to something that was just like, oh my God, I don't even know if this is going to work. So this December, so Kari, a little Halloween for Christmas time. Yay. Ben Percy and a big incoming artist, Raphael Elenko, known for his work on Star Wars, Darth Vader, are working together for this this series, as we saw that the role of Helverine was passed from Wolverine to his son Akira, formerly known as Daken. Daken, sorry. Daken is a performing artist known for his music in
Yes.
Nightmare on Elm Street 3. My bad. So this is an ongoing series. So we're going to find that Akira with the demon Bagra Ghul. They're embracing who they are. And by the way, Akira, who died during Ben Percy's Sabretooth War, is now essentially alive again, bonded to the demon, embracing his transformation and diving claws first into the Marvel superhero landscape as well as the demonic underworld. So essentially, this is a demon trying to be good, which Kari, we're very understanding is essentially what they've tried doing for Ghost Rider for years. So now they have to learn to live together. You have this, Wolverine's son, attempting to reform demon, and a lot of bad people in the Marvel universe. So, of course, this is going to be a tough thing to do. So they're going to need a little help, and enter Dr. Stephen Strange. So, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed what I've read of Weapons of Vengeance. The Helverine series was great. The covers by Ryan Stegman were phenomenal. And it's just really great to see this story, which Ben Percy promises more mayhem, occultism, and hellfire. You know, he just promises huge, horrific plans for Helverine and his role in the 616 universe. So, I mean, God, look at that beautiful cover by Kendrick Leam. That is just stunning. So I know Carrie is definitely thinking about getting this.
If just for the
I
cover,
don't
if nothing else. I mean,
I've been thinking of wanting to read the Helverine storyline. The covers are pretty sweet. This one does not let down.
But Jar, you got to make sure you read the Weapons of Vengeance, because then it kind of makes sense.
Oh, no,
It's only 4 parts, bud.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's a 4-part miniseries. Then Helverine was intended to be a 4-part mini. That just, like I said, that recently concluded. So now you got this, and it's going to be an ongoing for as long as fans are buying it. So hey, good
Scotty
on
Young
Ben.
did a cover, right?
What?
Scotty Young did a special variant cover on that, right?
No.
No.
On Helverine? I thought he did a Helverine.
I don't.
Scotty.
No, I think the only covers I remember were the only covers I remember were the Ryan Stegman covers, which, as Jar pointed out, were gorgeous. Maybe for Weapon.
There's one. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay,
you're
cool.
faster than me.
All right, well, there you go.
All right. I won't show it because I know you want to continue fast. So this is awesome.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, buddy. Glad
oh boy.
this story is getting a sequel.
Oh, hell yeah. So I absolutely loved this story last year.
I hope it lives up to the first.
Oh, it has to. So we've got a jolly story, and it's certainly gonna slay you.
Oh my God, Leo, just tell the fucking story. Good Lord.
Holy Christmas, Batman. The Dark Knight is teaming up with an unexpected ally this holiday season again. If you missed it last year, Batman teamed up with Santa Claus to fight vampires. It was an awesome storyline. So DC Comics is gifting readers with a crossover that's equal parts naughty and nice. This winter, Batman and Santa Claus are joining forces again in another limited series titled Batman Santa Claus Silent Night Returns. So it's written by Jeff Parker, known for his work on Batman 66 and Aquaman, illustrated by Lucas Kuettner, celebrated for Witch Doctor and Creepy. And it's a 5-issue series promising to deliver thrills, chills, and maybe even a few Christmas miracles. But don't expect just another feel-good holiday tale. This story kicks off with a sinister twist. Mysterious deaths plague the countryside with a strange symbol marking the victims. The Justice League responds, only to find themselves trapped in another realm. And it's up to Robin to team up with Zatanna, the only one able to save the one and only Santa Claus to save the day. So Jeff Parker, the series writer, is clearly excited about the festive follow-up. He says, we followed the old tradition of telling ghost stories at Christmas. Then to be asked if we wanted to do another and have an extra issue, that was a happy new year. So artist Lucas Kuettner brings his horror comic background to the project, creating visuals that are both festive and frightening. It's a perfect blend of holiday cheer and spine-tingling suspense. So mark your calendars, comic fans. This is coming to us November 27th through December 25th. And for collectors, there's even a special edition with a holiday scent.
What?
Is it going to be
Oh,
scratch
God.
and sniff?
I don't know about that. But I just like this idea of Damien teaming up with Zatanna and Santa to save everybody. And then I'm interested to see what the ominous villain of this is supposed to be, a quote-unquote silent night.
They need to do an animated version of the first one, I think.
I want to see what Etrigan's doing. Like,
oh my God, Jar, that's a good idea. Maybe that should be our our Christmas book.
It's Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Batman Christmas special from last year was really good.
Don't take that down yet, Leo. Did you go back to the calendar one? Because that one is the that nope there. Yeah, that one is the special incentive cover, but the thing that comes out, you have the little Santa bulge going on there. So that's the adult rated one. So the polybag is the next one the next thing over. Yeah, that's the polybag that's going to go over that. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a neat little thing. So ta-da, yeah. But
have to buy two, Leo. One to open, one to.
No, you don't need to buy two.
Yeah, you do.
That's what
you don't need a second one either.
I can't.
That's how you waste your money these days, Drew.
I listen. I'm just dealing with that. Again, you have a series of great covers, and of course, the Dan Mora is one of them, who can do no wrong. Everything that man does is just chef's kiss. If we ever get him on the show, Leo will literally lose his mind.
Yep.
All right. Sorry. Yes, Kari.
All right. So also hitting shelves in November from DC Comics is The Question All Along the Watchtower by Alice Segura, known for his mystery thriller and noir books, with artist Chan Tormey, whose work you may know from Green Lantern or Injustice Gods Among Us Year Zero. It will be a 6-issue miniseries featuring Renee Montoya's The Question, an alias that was passed to her in DC's 2006 52 series, as she investigates a murder that takes place in the Justice League's Watchtower. Given that we get a brand new Watchtower satellite headquarters to play with from the end of last season? Yeah, we'll call it that. Tormey got to create to his heart's content, and it seems that he's going to be delivering us something very futuristic with a taste of the noir that has to be put into this kind of series. And Segura compares the story to The Long Halloween, The Human Target, and Sandman Mystery Theater. And this is going to be hitting our shelves on November 20th. And I think it just looks great.
Well, and also it's just nice to see Renee Montoya as The Question again. You know, it was such a welcome passing the torch that we saw in the well-reviewed 52 series. You know, her going from an out-of-work, kind of disgraced Gotham City detective to become the successor to Vic Sage after he unfortunately passes away. So it's just nice to see that comeback.
Yeah.
You know. Also, I have yet to see one at a con, but I did see a Vic Sage question at Terrificon this year, so that was pretty freaking cool. So, I don't know if you guys saw that one, but I took a photo of it, so.
Did not.
Yes. Well, it's pretty hard to miss.
Show us now.
No, don't show him now. It's pretty hard to miss a guy who's well dressed but has no face. You know. But yeah, no, but looks listen, anything about a DC noir murder mystery that sounds pretty fucking cool, man. So.
It's like they're apparently not a single member of the Justice League is completely eliminated from potentially being the Mordor.
Oh, that's cool, man. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, glad to see DC's leveling up a little bit. So that's November 20th, everybody. So that should be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
What's next? More DC. Jar.
Fans of Cassandra Cain, rejoice! DC Comics is bringing the fan favorite Batgirl back to the spotlight with a brand new solo series debuting on November 6th. Written by Tate Brumbaugh, known for his work on Green Lantern Dark and House of Slaughter, and illustrated by Takashi
Miyazawa.
Thank you. I had it earlier. Miyazawa of Miss Marvel and Mech Cadet U fame. This series promises to be a thrilling and dynamic take on the character. The story kicks off when a deadly group of assassins come after Cassandra Cain. In a surprising twist, her own mother, the formidable Lady Shiva, must step in to rescue her. This forces the two to put aside their complicated past and work together as mother-daughter duo to survive the deadly ordeal. But the adventure is just beginning as Batgirl is thrust into jaw-dropping martial arts-fueled quest for truth, justice, and potentially even revenge. Readers will get a deep dive into the psyche of one of Gotham City's most skilled and deadly fighters, while also exploring the complex relationship between Cassandra and her mother. The debut issue features a stunning main cover by David Talaski with variant covers by Jeff DeCall, Stanley Artgerm Lau, and Skylar Partridge. Fans will want to check this out. Oh, I don't have the date. Where?
The date, Jar, you said the date, November 6th.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Did I?
Yes,
Oh,
you
yeah,
did.
I did. November 6th. Debut.
Yeah, you are getting tired.
Whew.
Yeah. And this is also very important to note that this is the first series of Cassandra Cain, her solo series, in 2 decades. So,
Oh wow.
yeah, she's been, well, that's the thing. Just because she doesn't have her own series doesn't mean she hasn't been prominently in, DC stories. She's been in the New 52. She was in some, she's in the New 52. She was in some of the Rebirth stuff. So they've used her because she's too good of a character. But, it's just nice to see that, she's going back to where a lot of fans met her, which was as the Batgirl.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure she made an appearance in the recent Batman storylines.
I'm pretty sure in some way or another. Yeah. Just again, she's a member of the Bat family. She's not,
Yes.
Yeah. All right, cool. Awesome.
Next
What's next?
up is... Ooh,
Yes. I am
this must
fucking
be...
pumped for this. So this is recently announced. Mike Mignola gave the announcement that Giant Robot Hellboy, which was a limited miniseries that saw the world's greatest paranormal investigator becoming essentially a giant mech tricked into fighting giant monsters. Mignola was joined again by one of his long-term collaborators, Duncan Fegredo, and also colorist Dave Stewart, letterer Clem Robbins. They're all back to do this series. Fegredo is going to be handling all the main covers. There will be a variant cover by Our Bones Dust writer Ben Steinbeck. But yeah, so that'll be for the first one. And the second issue will be getting a variant from artist James Herron. So the synopsis is, after Hellboy is kidnapped and connected to a massive mech Hellboy for a mission on a mysterious faraway island, giant robot Hellboy disappears. Scientists comb the sea looking for him, but find more than they bargained for when an interdimensional portal threatens to pull them in or let monsters of unknown origins out. So this will be published by Dark Horse sometime in 2025. It's only going to be a 2-issue sequel. But, I mean, I'm not going to lie. This was a very ridiculous story, but it was a lot of fun. And it's nice to see Duncan's stellar artwork working with Mike again. So, I mean, I think it's just amazing because I don't know if you guys know this, but it actually started off as it was a joke drawing. And then that joke just found a way to take a new life on its own. And here we are. So, I mean, listen, he can be regular size. He can be itty bitty. Why can't he be a giant robot? Boom, done.
Right.
So, totally awesome. So, there you go. What's next?
This.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, get ready for some electrifying news.
You were saying, Leo?
Yeah, DC Comics is bringing back a fan favorite hero with a family twist. Black Lightning is set to return in his own headlining series as part of DC's upcoming All In initiative. So, launching this November, the new 5-issue limited series will see Jefferson Pierce, aka
Mhm.
Black Lightning, teaming up with his superpowered daughters, Thunder and Lightning. But this isn't just any family reunion. They're on a crucial mission in the aftermath of DC's Absolute Power event.
Right.
So it's going to be writer Brandon Thomas and artist Fico Osario. They're the creative powerhouses behind the series. Thomas, known for his work on Aquaman, The Becoming, and
Mhm.
Future State Aquaman, brings his talent for a character-driven storytelling to the Pierce family. Osro, celebrated for his dynamic art on Transformers and Wolverine and X-Force, has
Oh.
designed new looks for the entire Pierce family, giving them a fresh update for this era. So, with their combined experience, both superhero and action-packed narratives, fans can expect a visually stunning and emotional resonant Black Lightning series. So here's where it gets really interesting. Black Lightning is joining the rebuilt Justice League Unlimited as part of a special crisis response unit. And their job is to help emerging metahumans control their powers and prevent potential disasters. So the stakes get personal for Jefferson when his daughter Anissa, also known as Thunder, develops dangerous new abilities. As Black Lightning balances his roles as superhero, educator, and father, he finds himself on the front lines brewing culture war in the suburbs, on the front lines of a brewing culture war in the suburbs of Metropolis. So the Brandon Thomas, the series writer, promises a deeply personal story for the Pierce family. He teases a mysterious rival who's using public fear to consolidate power, playing on the sentiment that Waller was right to fear superhumans. And mark your calendars. This is coming out
November 13th.
13th.
Yeah, and then check out those great covers by Sanford Green, Taryn Clark, Juliet Niquet. And then you've got all of these new designs, which I got to say, they look fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, again, I have nothing against classic designs. I think it's amazing that a lot of early superheroes still fairly look the same, you know, Justice Society. But, you know, a little modifications or a little revamp here or there is always a good idea.
Yes.
I think there was even more of, I don't know.
Oh,
yeah, there's the original artwork. Yeah. I snuck that in at the end.
Nice.
That's all.
They look great. Yeah, it's gonna be a solid series. You know, and I gotta say, I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing from this DC All In stuff. I feel like this is the kind of DC I'm looking like. Smart comics, fun, you know, still engaging, but doing right by the characters. You know?
Yeah.
So hopefully that continues, because I felt the same way after Rebirth, and, you know, that eventually got off the rails too.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, what's next?
What was after Rebirth? There was something after Rebirth.
I think it was like a medal.
Oh, was
yeah. No, there was like another universe, like.
All right, Leo, it's so hard to keep track now.
Oh, Dawn of DC. That was it.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, Leo, it's just hard to keep track. Leo, Kari, this is you.
Yep. Okay, so we talked about this back in March, I believe, but on November 20th, Image's latest installation in the Horizon experiment, led by Pornsak Pichashode, which is a series of different comics that are all, he told some of his best friends to go out, give me a protagonist, throw him from some like really marginalized background. We're going to have some fun here and see what happens. This one is Moondogs, and Moondog #1 is written by Tananarive Dew, with art by Kelsey Ramsey, coloring by Jose Villarrubia, lettering by Jeff Powell, and co-edited by Will Dennis. Like I said, this is book in there. And what this one is Moondogs takes place in Miami, and it centers around a family of lycanthropes of East African descent who call themselves the Moondogs. The family gets in there's like a kind of gang war thing going on, but it's with other wolf packs. And after some sort of violent interaction with the police, suddenly they discover the existence of werewolves. So it throws everything. It throws an already marginalized minority group into even a further minority niche. And this is basically an audition comic. All of these are the first issues to see if they're going to go on to make a full series or if they just get their one out. So it looks really fun. We're going to have, werewolves in Miami running around fighting, and I don't know. I think it looks great. Dew is the winner of a Shirley Jackson Award, an American Book Award, an NAACP Award, and the Los Angeles Times Book Prize. And you might also know the Kelsey Ramsey, the artist from Dark Spaces, Good Deeds.
Wow.
So
this sounds really freaking cool.
Yeah, there's the talent behind it is huge. So everybody's really excited that I could see on this. It was hard to condense it because everybody's like, let me review this with 3 pages of text. Okay.
Okay. Hey, great.
Yeah. So check it out, guys.
Seriously, yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. November 20th. We're getting a lot of good stuff coming up, guys. November is going to be a hell of a month.
I just think, again, we're strong. We're ending the year on such strong note. There's so much happening in October, November, December. There's a lot of good books. And most likely we're going to hear of a lot of good stuff for next year that's going to be coming out of New York Comic Con. So.
And they say comics are dead. Huh.
No, comics are not dead. They're evolving. So what's next, Leo?
Yeah. Actually, if you watch the panels, the Death and Rebirth, I think, is the panel. They talk about like the major comic book publisher, and I can't remember the company. It was like some. I'll yeah, but
You'll
it's like
there,
yeah. Anyway, they're not going to die.
No.
Yeah, no.
Nope. Alive.
Oh,
this is gorgeous.
Zara, this is you. This is you, buddy.
Samurais. All right, an exciting announcement. Todd McFarlane Productions has revealed a brand new comic book series called Knights vs. Samurais, coming this September from Image Comics. Its thrilling ongoing series is written by fan favorite actor David Malchian, known for his work on Late Night with the Devil and with art by Federico Mele and colors by Ulysses Areola?
Yes.
Areola. Okay. It sounded funny when I was saying it earlier. I was just like, that can't be right. Knights vs. Samurai follows the story of Sir Charles Ward, a knight nicknamed the Dragon Butcher, who is grappling with self-doubt and grief while leading a group of royal warriors on a noble mission. Celebrated for his knighthood and leadership, Sir Charles embarks on a quest to a mysterious island in the Far East, accompanied by a diverse group of fighters, including a giant and 2 clerics. Their goal is to seek vengeance against the savage monsters responsible for ambushing a group of English missionaries. However, upon arrival, Sir Charles makes a startling discovery. The so-called savage monsters are actually a regiment of highly skilled warrior fighters. Unlike anything he has encountered before, this sets the stage for an epic clash between the knights and the samurai. According to writer David Dashmalian, in a lifelong fascination with Japanese and English historical warrior cultures led him to this incredible project. Under the guidance of Todd McFarlane, David has partnered with the talented artist Federico Mele to bring this world of broadswords, katanas, dragons, and more to life. First issue of Knights vs. Samurai will hit comic shops on September 25th, featuring a cover by Francisco Mattina. Retailers have until the 2nd, so get your orders in.
Why do I feel like this is Why do I feel like this is something Kari would read?
This sounds like
'Cause I
something I
would.
want to read. It's like Dark Tower, Stephen King.
Yeah,
type.
and look at the layout of these panels. I mean, it's absolutely friggin' gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
All right. Well, I mean, listen, I will give credit to David Malchin. I mean, he's doing quality work, but he's living his best life right now. The guy is doing great movies. He's writing great comics, you know. And from what I hear, people have met him, he is like the sweetest guy. So, you know, we didn't get a chance to meet him this year at Terrificon, but I heard he's going to be back next year. And let me tell you, goals.
Yep.
Goals. Especially since, fun fact,
That's
everybody,
right.
Terrificon will be the 10-year anniversary that year. So you know Mitch is bringing out the big guns for that birthday. All right. What's next?
10th year at Terrificon.
Yes.
Mohegan Sun.
Yep.
All right, whatever. It doesn't matter. 10 years. All right. Because it just wouldn't be the news without some update on my favorite universe, the Ultimates. So, everybody, this is the Ultimates news for November. Okay? So we're going to go each title. We're going to briefly summarize it, let you know the dates so you pay attention. So, Ultimates issue 6 by Dennis Camp and Juan Figueri with that sweet cover by Dak Ruin. That's out November 18th. November 16th. So the Ultimates assemble to take down the Hulk. So by now we will have the full roster of the Ultimates uniting for the first time to help execute Iron Lad's plan to defeat the Hulk, who is the most powerful, imposing member of the Makers Council. But that's a freaking Hulk, man. So can the Ultimates do it? We'll find out.
I don't know.
Next. So, Ultimate X-Men issue 9, written and drawn by Peach Momoko, sees Maystorm and Surge in a skirmish. These two young mutants are fighting each other, but when Surge is left weak and drained of their power, Maystorm has even more questions and must investigate a cult Surge is a part of and its relationship to the mutants of the Ultimate Universe. That's out November 13th. And next we have Ultimate Spider-Man. Hickman, David Messina, a beautiful cover there by Marco Cicchetto. Who is Ultimate Black Cat? Messina is back as tensions arise between Spider-Man and Green Goblin in the wake of recent events. And a new villain steps up to the plate. What is her connection to the Black Cat on Kingpin's Sinister 6?
Ooh.
That's on sale November 20th. Last but not least, Ultimate Black Panther, issue 10. So, the Black Panther and the Strange Doctor. The prison break brings unlikely aid to Wakanda, but is the new ally reliable, or does Moon Knight have more to offer? Time will tell. So you got this written by Brian Hill, art and cover by the returning artist Stefano Caselli, on sale November 27th. So it's a good time to be an Ultimate fan, kids.
Yes, it is.
An ultimate
But
time to be.
I also want to say one thing before we wrap up the show. Everybody, I've been going to Terrificon since 2015. I've had a lot of good times. Some of the best Terrificons I've had have been a part of this show, this network. I thoroughly enjoy, even though each one of you drive me crazy.
Nuts.
Sometimes. Shut up, Jar. It's the best, you know, and I'm so proud of all of us. It may not seem like we got as much done as maybe we hoped or compared to last year, but I definitely know we did. We went big. So thank you so much to you guys. Thank you so much for everybody who stopped by, creator, fan, whatever. Much love. And if you thought this year was good, well, don't unsubscribe just yet.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
do like and subscribe if you are new to us.
Yes.
We would love to have you join our family.
Yes.
Push buttons.
Once your family, you're stuck here.
Yeah. All right.
Keep you forever.
There's no way out.
Thank you, Mahana.
Thank you. All right, Leo, you wanna blow this thing and let's go home?
Blow
Yeah,
this
punch it,
popsicle
Chewie.
stand.
You wanna
I want to thank everybody for watching this fine
Baby.
evening. You know how to find me. Just Google me, but definitely check the show notes up above or down below, depending on where you're watching or listening to us. Like they said, head on over to our YouTube page. I've been putting up a lot of extra content there, and we have so many hours of footage from Terrificon that's going to be going up in the next several weeks. So definitely stay tuned for that. And you as well, Mahana. Take care. And we will kick it on over to Jar Jar.
Hey guys, Tuesday's gone with the wind. No? Okay. Anyways, check me out on oh, come on. Nobody's a Leonard Skinner fan. Come on. Check me out on Facebook. See me tomorrow night on Token with the Dead. I think we're talking to somebody who's into jewels. I have no idea what that's going to be about, but it could be interesting. So come on over. It'll be a fun time. With that, what's up with Kari?
Hey everybody, I'm going to go sleep for like another 20 hours. If you want to find me, go to Kari Sanders at Facebook, and all of my links are there. You can see my author page. You can find my stuff for the Owlite Network. You can find my stuff for here. Also, I have 54 hours left on a Kickstarter that I am a part of for our More Lore from the Mythos project.
By the way,
what? We are just about double funded. Oh no, we are over double funded now. So we're doing good. But if you want to get a hold there. Some offers you can only get via the Kickstarter, like the cloth bound edition. So go ahead over and check that out before it runs out. And yeah, I'm just beat. So let's see how Mr. Drew is doing before we sign out tonight.
I'm so goddamn tired. I mean, hi, I'm Drew. Thank you so much for staying with us. And if you were at Terrificon, you're exhausted like we are still. If you need to reach me, you know how to find me. That's it. All I'm saying. Do your thing. Just thank you again. We appreciate you coming out tonight, especially those who are at Terrificon that still have energy. We appreciate you. But everybody, do yourself a favor.
Sure.
It's Tuesday. Go to sleep. It'll be Friday eventually.
Yeah.
And what about next week's guest?
Yeah.
I guess they'll have to tune in and find out.
Tune in,
Mystery.
find out.
Sounds good.
It's a mystery.
Thank you.
Who you gonna call? Drew.
Good night,
Mollo.
everybody. You can't see me now.
Night, everybody. Thank you.
Night, everybody. Can't see me. Can't see me. Boo. Boo.
All right. End the show.
Sign us off.